Dear friends, I'm Reverend Dr. Jennifer Garbin, Regional Minister of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ in Canada. Thank you for taking some time to look over our report and for keeping our region in your prayers over this past year. Please know that we have kept you in our prayers as well over 2021 and will continue with joyful hearts and deep compassion in 2022. This year, the Canadian region celebrates 211 years of the Stone Campbell movement in this country. We have 18 congregations spread across a vast geographical space, 5 in Alberta, 1 in Manitoba, 6 in Ontario, 1 in Quebec, 4 in Nova Scotia, and 1 in Prince Edward Island. Of our 18 congregations, 3 congregations are in the process of reorganizing and redreaming themselves for what God is calling them to next. And 6 of the 18 are new congregations begun in the last 10 years, with the newest one, Freedom Church in Windsor, Ontario, being our newest addition just a short few months ago. Our oldest congregation is over 180 years old. The Canadian ecclesial context is unique in the life of the North American Church. Our trajectory in terms of secularization, trends, and movements within religious life, and present and future development sits somewhere between what is happening in many parts of Europe on the one side and the United States on the other. We are a hybrid of both systems, and as such are poised both to learn greatly from our European counterparts, whose patterns and trends like church attendance, secularization, young adult involvement, giving, volunteerism, public influence, etc., we seem to be about 15 to 20 years behind, and to teach and share our learnings with our United Statesian counterparts, who are about 15 to 20 years behind us in those same areas. As you read and reflect on this report, I think it's important to remember that the Canadian church is vastly different than our United Statesian church. We tend to be more restorationist than disciple, influenced heavily by the writings and teachings of Barton Stone, more so than the Campbells. Growing and developing outside the United States church, we traditionally have been more isolated, and like many cultures that develop in a diaspora, we think and continue to reflect a way of being that is more like our common ancestors than our current kin. In addition, the Canadian context is quite different socially, politically, and culturally, and how we became a nation, how we relate to the world around us, and how we organize ourselves in general as a society and collection of cultures flavors our congregations, our faith, and our identity. We believe we bring something unique to our common table and appreciate so very much every opportunity to have to minister together with all of you. We look forward to what the coming year may bring as we focus more intently on our purpose, what it means to be the Church of Christ and children of God. We look forward to how a renewed focus on hope and building on our strengths, gifts, and talents may help us to better respond to the people around us and the call God has placed on our lives and our communities. In spite of the myriad challenges of being church in a predominantly secular society, we strive to be true to the Spirit-given challenge to be a people who have a heart for justice, a love of all humanity and creation, and a deep desire to walk humbly and gently on this earth with our loving and faithful God, so that all may live into the richness and abundance this life has to offer. Many blessings to all of you as you do this work with the General Board. Amen.